Alright, so it's been like 3 weeks since the last pause in this video. Took a couple days off, went to Pick and Pull, and got myself a bunch of these awesome distributor wire, the insulated. They've got a bunch of, they're wrapped and stuff, keep them from talking to one another. So I got the inner cabin and the engine harness parts of it. Unfortunately, they were clipped at the distributor. Not a big deal. I'm just going to repin them and put them into one of these guys here. So I'm going to do that. When I was at Pick and Pull, I also got a map and a TPS. A couple of the oil pressure, coolant pressure switches, and starter cable. I have all this stuff. These look nicer than the ones I have. Even as terrible as this looks, it looks nicer than the one I have. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I got this kit that I bought well over a month ago. It took them forever to send it. Which is a shame. I really wanted to give a shout out to a small business, but I'm not going to be doing that. Sent the wrong stuff, or it was mislabeled on the website as to what it was. Whole other story. I got a bunch of stuff coming from Sons Honda. These are really cheap on sonshonda.com. Just look under the electrical. They're in there. $1.25, 93 cents for 25 of these, whatever. There's 4 different kinds that I got, so I'm just waiting on those in the mail. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get some wires run, at least get them threaded in, see what kind of situation I'm looking at right now. Oh, better get at it. Nice rainy, depressing Seattle morning. It's been a couple hours. I've been up since like 5. It's like 11:30. There's the garbage truck. It's weird, I didn't think they came on Memorial Day, but whatever. So I had to run to the store, pulled into the garage. As you see by those towels, my fix didn't work. So the gator hose that I bought off whatever didn't work. So the one I picked up at the junkyard the other day, in case I needed it, just barely squeezed in there. This is on and off a 91 Civic EX. This is supposed to be a little farther up here, the inlet for it. So it's not meant to go in there, but it barely fits. Ended up using probably a bottle and a half. Sucks. But after running the wheels back and forth, it managed to stay in the parameters of what it was. I was noticing this thing was like, I thought it was sweating, and then I looked at it and it just totally ripped a hole right in it. One of the bends it was on, which sucks because nice tube. Seemed to be nice. Apparently it isn't. Gator tube. So it's unmotivating is all that is. I pulled it all back out. Gonna give it the old college try this morning. Or almost afternoon now, I guess. Give it a quick once over for sure and see where I'm at. See if I can't get anything done on this beautiful motivational day. Well, that day wasn't motivating enough, and then a bunch of other things happened. So it's been like, I don't even know, 3 weeks since I've been back out here. But it's been on my mind the whole time. So I got my plans out, I got my wires out. Mildly decent day. 65, 70-ish with cloud cover, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot, see if I can't get another arm done. Ooh. Alright, so I got a plan here. I was going to start with the 02 and work my way back, but I'd already designated out a bunch of wires, so I know I have the wires I need ready to go. Looking at the old one, and looking at some pictures and whatnot and the different manuals, I'm still very confused as to which of these 4 go where. To the point where I'm like, I just don't even care right now, so I'm moving on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the distributor cables, which I have plenty of. So I'm going to go ahead and get these started, clean them up, solder them up. I said screw it. Just laid out 4 wires for the heated 02. I'm not sure where they're going yet, but I want them for the visual reference on doing the whatnot. So O2, now I'm going to top dead center, crank sensor, whatnot. Yeah, igniter unit. Gonna work my way down the list here. Get to where I need to be. Harness 1, harness 2, harness 3. Time to get married. So I've decided to use this one as the outside because it's the nicest and cleanest, and it's still pretty factory, you know, set up. These ones are kind of greasy and messy, and I've already cut. One end was already cut, so I think I'm going to make this one my inside piece. Or maybe I'll make this one my inside piece. I don't know. But this is definitely going to be my distributor. This will be connecting probably to this. I'll probably make this my internal section. And then make this one... Or no, this is pretty nice and factory. So I'm going to make this one my end piece. This one my beginning piece. And this one, since it's so messed up, just make it my middle piece. Yeah. Alright, so I got my pieces lined up. One like that. I did notice there's a split in this guy. Probably end up cutting that back to there. I was like, man, it's going to be really long. I'm thinking, I'm going to cut that to that sheathing. This makes me think I'll probably just make this end. I mean, all of them are getting cut, so it doesn't matter. I'll probably just cut both ends and just solder them like that. Hard to think, but at least I got a good amount of length there to work with.
The celebration.
Alright, so after about 3 hours here, I managed to get this guy all put together. You can see a little bit of soldering and shrink wrapping. Well, there's probably more than you need, but better to have too much than not enough. Right. So now that I've got that done and the O2 done and the igniter done, I guess now would be working on the VTEC and the VSS, which I already have set up in there. So that'll be pretty quick and easy. And then I can think about tying in the grounds back in with the insulation and onto this to go to the thermostat housing. So I gotta figure out the starter wire, the ground for all these, VTEC and the VSS. Oh. I just pulled these out to see where I'm at. Getting relation to everything. So I got O2 distributors, igniters, brake, power steering, oil pressure. All that's lined up, ready to go. Plenty of excess. I'm thinking the ECU length is about there. If you imagine the car body. So yeah, alright. Pack it up, get ready. Maybe I'll do some tomorrow. It is the 4th, so we'll see.